Hi, I'm Cameron Peschel, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about alternative fuels today. In today's economy, they're becoming a more and more necessary item. Not only are gasoline and diesel prices rising, but the gases that they produce are becoming harmful to our environment. There are more than a dozen alternative and advanced fuels in production or use today. Although government-regulated and voluntary private fleets are the primary users of these fuels, consumers are showing a growing interest in them. Use of these fuels is critical to reducing dependence on foreign oil and improving air quality. There are three major types of alternative fuels in production today, and they are biodiesel, ethanol, and hydrogen. Biodiesel is a renewable alternative fuel that can be produced from a wide range of vegetable oils and animal fats. Many people have in-home kits that they use to produce their own biodiesel from vegetable oil or animal oil that they gather from fast food restaurants. Biodiesel is non-toxic, biodegradable, and highly renewable. There are two major blends of biodiesel in production today, B20 and B100. B20 is a blend of 20% biodiesel mixed with 80% petroleum diesel, while B100 is 100% biodiesel, made strictly from renewable materials. B20 can be used in nearly all diesel engines without modifications, but B100 can cause engine failures in low temperatures because it gels up and gets really thick. 20% biodiesel and 80% petroleum diesel, B20, is the most common biodiesel blend in the United States. Using B20 provides substantial benefits but avoids many of the cold weather performance and material compatibility concerns associated with B100, says the U.S. Department of Energy. Biodiesel has a higher cetane rating than regular diesel, so there's a performance and lubrication improvement when using biodiesel. It's possible to improve mileage when you improve things like cetane, and it's well known that many older cars get better mileage with fuel additives. Performance improvement may also help more fuel-efficient types of driving. A local truck stop, formerly known as Carl's Corner, now called Willie's Place, was first to begin selling biodiesel, or BioWillie's biodiesel, in late 2007. Willie Nelson first became interested in biodiesel after his wife bought a Mercedes that ran off the alternative fuel that was available in Hawaii. Shortly thereafter, Nelson found the guys that he needed to make his dream come true, Peter Bell and Carl Cornelius. They helped him to begin his business. Another alternative fuel that is used for gasoline engines instead of diesel engines is ethanol. Ethanol is also a renewable fuel made from various plant materials, which collectively are called biomass. Ethanol contains the same chemical compound found in alcoholic beverages. Almost half of the U.S. gasoline supply has low levels of ethanol in it to help oxygenate the fuel and to help burn the fuel more clean and clear to protect the air that we breathe. Many federal and state incentives encourage ethanol production and use E85 station development. E85 is a mixture of 80% ethanol and 15% gasoline. It produces 27% less energy than gasoline, so it produces fewer miles per gallon and makes the engine run slightly hotter, but it burns much cleaner, which removes the burden from our environment. However, it can only be used in vehicles with flex fuel technology. The 15% gasoline content in E85 enables the flex fuel vehicles to operate normally under cold conditions. Fueling a vehicle with pure ethanol, E100, creates problems during cold weather operation. Other than lower gas mileage, motorists will see little difference when using E85 versus gasoline. Even though E85 has 27% less gasoline, or less energy per gallon than gasoline, the cost is it's a whole lot less per gallon, so the cost per mile is comparable. As of July 2009, there were almost 2,000 gas stations providing E85 fuel to the more than 7 million flex fuel vehicles on the road. E85 stations are mostly found in the Corn Belt area of the U.S., but are beginning to expand rapidly. Hydrogen is a very possible replacement for gasoline and ethanol both. It is still in its early stages of development but seems very promising. It has the potential to revolutionize transportation and possibly our entire energy system. The simplest and most abundant element in the universe, hydrogen, can be produced from fossil fuels and biomass, even by electrolyzing water. Producing hydrogen with renewable energy and using it in fuel cell vehicles holds the promise of virtually pollution-free transportation and independence from imported petroleum. Hydrogen is the simplest element that is found in the world, with its number on the periodic table being 1, and it is rarely found in nature by itself. It is almost always bonded with something, most oftentimes being water and hydrocarbons, such as methane or other organic matter. Efficiently producing hydrogen from these compounds is one of the challenges of using hydrogen as a fuel. Currently, steam reforming of methane creates about 95% of the hydrogen produced in the United States. Almost all of the approximately 9 million tons of hydrogen produced here each year are used for refining petroleum, treating metals, producing fertilizer, and processing foods. Hydrogen has been used as a fuel for spaceflight since the 1950s. The reason that hydrogen is such a relevant alternative fuel is that it is so very clean and has good potential for domestic production and high efficiency. 2.2 pounds of hydrogen has the same energy potential as 1 gallon of gasoline, so it would require a 10 to 30 pound tank of hydrogen to achieve 300 miles or more. This size of a hydrogen tank would require a tank that would be equal to the size of a regular car's trunk. Advanced technology will be necessary to reduce the storage size and weight aimed for. Some of these technologies under development include high-pressure tanks that compress the hydrogen to 10,000 psi, cryogenic liquid hydrogen cooled to negative 423 degrees Fahrenheit, and chemical bonding of hydrogen with another material such as hydrates. So, in conclusion, alternative fuels are going to be a very reasonable replacement for gasoline and diesel in years to come because of the cost difference and the impact they have on our environment.